What if the biggest financial mistake most people make isn't spending too much, but letting their money sit still while time and inflation slowly drain its power every single day? Most people believe saving money equals being smart, yet the uncomfortable truth is that money sitting idle feels safe only because its loss happens quietly and invisibly. Wealthy people don't win because they earn more money. They win because they never allow money to remain inactive long enough to decay. Jewish financial thinking begins with a radically different assumption. Money is not a reward, it is a worker, and every worker must have a job. If money is not producing value, learning, or growth, it is considered wasted potential rather than security. This is why the idea that money must produce money is treated as a rule of responsibility, not greed or obsession with wealth. From a young age, children are taught that money has a function, and its function is not to sit in a bank account waiting for permission to move. In this mindset, saving without investing is not discipline. It is hesitation disguised as safety. Inflation is understood intuitively, because anything that stays the same while the world changes is effectively moving backward. Instead of asking, how much money do I have? The better question becomes, how many ways is my money currently working for me? Cash flow is valued more than large balances because movement creates flexibility, options, and survival during uncertainty. One-time profits are celebrated less than recurring income because consistency beats intensity over the long run. This explains why many Jewish families prioritize businesses, rentals, skills, and investments that generate steady returns rather than chasing sudden breakthroughs. Even small amounts of money are treated seriously because habits scale faster than capital. Learning to grow $10 teaches more than inheriting $10,000 without understanding. Money is deployed early and often, not recklessly, but intentionally, because experience compounds faster than waiting. Small mistakes made early are considered cheap lessons that prevent expensive failures later. Another key principle is that money must always connect to real economic activity. Money tied to goods, services, education, or problem-solving businesses stays grounded in reality. Money detached from value becomes speculation, which increases risk without increasing control. This practical mindset explains the historical focus on trade. Retail, services, and businesses people need regardless of economic cycles. Long-term investing here does not mean complex financial instruments, but consistent reinvestment into stable, understandable systems. Profits are rarely treated as permission to relax or display status. Instead, profits are fuel meant to strengthen systems and reduce dependence on any single source of income. Spending money to look successful is considered less intelligent than using money to become resilient. Appearance consumes capital, while systems quietly multiply it in the background. Debt is not automatically evil, but it is treated with deep respect. Borrowed money must serve production, not ego, comfort, or short-term pleasure. There is a sharp line between debt that creates income and debt that creates lifestyle. Crossing that line is often the beginning of long-term financial stress. Diversification is practiced simply ensuring money does not depend on one job, one client, or one fragile opportunity. Multiple income streams reduce fear, which leads to better decisions and less emotional behavior. When fear decreases, patience increases, and patience is essential for long-term wealth. Money conversations are open and frequent, especially within families. Silence around money creates ignorance, and ignorance is far more dangerous than calculated risk. Children grow up observing why money was invested, why it was held back, and what trade-offs were made. This transparency builds confidence instead of anxiety around financial responsibility. Mistakes are expected and accepted as part of the process. However, repeating the same mistake without learning is considered unacceptable. Reflection and discussion are built into financial decisions to refine judgment over time. Time is treated as the most valuable asset in the equation. Money can recover from loss, but time wasted waiting for certainty can never be reclaimed. This long-term mindset removes gambling behavior from financial decisions. Its choices are based on probability, patience, and understanding rather than hype or emotional pressure. The goal is not to get rich fast, but to become financially durable. Durability allows people to survive downturns, adapt to change, and seize opportunity calmly. Ultimately, the belief that money must produce money is about responsibility, Unused resources are seen as missed chances to improve life and contribute value to others. When money moves with purpose, it becomes a servant instead of a master. And over time, this simple mindset quietly builds control, resilience, and lasting financial freedom without ever letting money sleep.